Alright. And here we go. The Elite Four.
Right.
Ah, yes. My favorite trainer of all. The majestic guardian of the Sevi Islands, Lorelei.
I like how they incorporate the sprites in this anyway, better than using the regular sprites. Remember the term?
Let Pikachu take the first kill, then Charizard's gonna come out and make this gal very unhappy.
Right. I gotta say this gal is indeed a bomb.
Vavoom.
Especially in the anime version.
Yeah,
Damn.
she totally just ignores Ash.
Yeah.
And then when she finally decides to shut him up, she shuts him up.
Big time.
All these are friggin' water types. Charizard can't fight those.
Of course not. Then again, it would wind up getting frozen. It would wind up getting disabled by Slowbro's disable.
Okay, that's another one down, and another one bites the dust.
Right. Yeah, Lorelei's gym, based off a souped-up version of Misty's gym.
Slowbro. I think I'm gonna let the big boy take care of this one.
Back then when I used to look at a Slowbro sprite, that I was mad, but when I turn it around, it's like derp. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? Can't take a hit?
Scared? Are you scared?
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
You're on scare tactics. Okay, this is what Charizard can fight.
Yeah.
It's not hard water.
Anyway, the anime Lorelei was indeed a bombshell and a bombshell and a good person, but the manga version, she was indeed ruthless.
Well, in the manga, with the exception of Surge, Brock, Misty, and Erica, virtually all of the high-ranking trainers were evil.
That's just it. Gen 1 back then was considered to be the evil era, as in, evil was really running amok. Every trainer wanted you dead. Deader than dead. They wanted you wiped out from existence.
Yeah.
But it started easing up on the later generations.
Yeah, I mean, Blaine reforms halfway through Gen 1.
And
Oh,
it does.
Miss.
Ooh!
I'll finish you off with Swift.
You can't sit on the small mouse.
Oh, yes. The Elite Four are more prone to using items than any other trainers in Gen 1. And look at the
Why use a super potion? That's not gonna do much Lapras is pretty huge right there.
That's a death crit. Goodbye.
I'll see you around.
You, my dear, are an exceptional trainer. It is a shame you retire.
I know.
You know my personal fan theory? Before I found out about the Sevi Islands, I figured she just married Lance and retired.
Yeah. Anyways, Bruno, the Elite Four.
With Gen 3's information, she probably went back to the Sevi Islands. And this guy actually spars with his own Pokemon, Bruno.
Indeed. The guy's a friggin' Hulk right there.
He's built like a brick house.
Anyway, this area is based off of...
Look at him!
Remember, it's Brock's gym. This is a souped-up version of Brock right here, except with full of fighting types.
Yes, and unfortunately, I have Surf.
Yep. Again, I like how they pretty much incorporated Bruno in the first season of the anime. Except the moment from where he apparently had Ash and Yaz gathered a whole bunch of supplies around the mountain just so he can have a bowl of soup.
Okay, here we go. I think I replaced Psychic with something, but I'm not... Oh, there it is. She still has it.
Indeed, she does have it. Lapras is indeed... Lapras indeed is in the monster group.
Dojo isn't in business anymore.
Good thing I went out of my way to get one. Because I forgot how much fun Lapras is.
You think you got overleveled a little bit for these guys. Bruno and Lorelei, they're not really tough. They're not that tough.
Agatha, on the other hand, is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah, back on the matter...
Yeah, Lapras is staying in.
But yeah.
Ice Beam!
Yeah, back then against this guy I used to use Articuno's Ice Beam on most of his team. And not one of them was able to land a hit on that thing.
Machamp.
Is it me, or is it Machamp there to look a bit spastic?
Kinda does, yeah.
I mean,
We'll
look at
fix
his
that,
eye.
though.
Anyways, as I was...
screen distortion effect's just gonna be lovely with the 30 frames per second frame rate.
Yeah. As I was saying, Bruno indeed was quite random when he had Ash gather all the supplies. But he indeed is a tough guy, and he knew what that Mega Onyx that was running around the valley, what his problem was. Having a sand slash curled up in one of its segments. Anyway, this is Agatha. It seems that Pokemon Tower did not want to go out with a bang.
Yeah, Samuel Oak was once a supremely powerful trainer. There is actually a fight with him in the game's code that can be triggered with certain glitches.
Huh, interesting.
He uses the third starter, fully evolved, and a slew of powerful Pokemon.
Nice.
Agatha, even though she's an old bat, is still hot-blooded like she was in her 20s.
Indeed, she is. Sorry if Oak wasn't paying attention much to you, Agatha, but he had work to do back then. Ooh boy, that Gengar.
I'm
Yeah.
not too worried, but
No.
I think I'm gonna go for the big hit.
Normally her team would be using a whole bunch of ghost types, but since the ghost types in this gen are outright laughable, they're all poison heads. You know what to do.
Yes, after I finish up, after Pikachu has his fun, Lapras is coming back in.
Ugh, the inverted sprite of that thing.
Uh-oh.
The inverted sprite of that thing is just demonic.
Okay, I'm gonna stop messing around.
Ha!
Not good enough, Sunny Jim. Go bat.
Yeah, like I said, they're all poison heads.
Surprise! Because guess what other type Golbat is? That's right. Flying. Ice Beam!
Either Mind Screw or chunks of ice, doesn't matter. It's doomed.
Stay in there, girl. Stay in there. Have some fun.
I would like to iterate a quote, and it was from someone from Gordon's Freeman Mines. Zombie ghosts leave this place.
I missed that episode. Arbok.
That should have been done in the Pokemon Tower segment.
Okay, Arbok's the odd man out. Charizard's going to deal with this one. How is he going to deal with it? By going full Brotherhood of Steel, dig a bunker, and then ambush. Oops, miss. Blair's actually pretty effective in Gen 1.
Dang right, it used to be an annoying. Yeah, eat some dirt in your face, cause you're a big disgrace.
Yeah, poison types are pretty lackluster in Gen 1. They get some grace back in Gen 2. Because a few moves that, say, Arbok can learn, fight, become dark-type moves.
I noticed.
Defend themselves against these still very OP psychic types.
Indeed.
It's not until Gen 3 that balance finally starts to shift back to an even keel.
I know. Yeah, back then it was awesome throwing dirt into the poison type's face. But in Gen 3, it's not as fun because most of these guys can levitate. Man, that's one fast Gengar.
Well, it is level 60, and Lapras isn't exactly the quickest thing on the block.
It's an enormous plesiosaur with a shell.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. I gotta save points on Psychic, though. Uh-oh.
Damn it! And Lapras can do that too. Hey, look! It's a Pomelo gym battle right there. No, wait. Yeah, remember the Pomelo gym... The Pomelo stadium battle?
I did not watch the anime, Megam, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Something special, child.
there was a battle between Ash's Lapras and Drake's Gengar. Like that. Except they both got KO'd in the end.
Run along now, child.
And here we are, the final round.
Indeed.
Versus the Dragonmaster.
Wait,
Pride
before
of Blackthorn City.
before you go, Watcher, hold it. Yeah, if you manage to fight if you manage to fight Lance, why'd you do that?
That's final.
Yeah, you were able to go back to Agatha if you didn't go back there. But oh well. Anyways, here's Fabulence.
Yes, the Dragonmaster, the pride of Blackthorn Town. Let's.
And to do with the Vegeta hair.
Yes, Charizard and Gyarados are considered Dragon Pokemon despite their deliberate mistyping.
Right.
Gyarados, in my honest opinion, is something of a running joke over at gameplay.
I know. Yeah, this is pretty much the only time where I discovered Dragon types even existed.
Now,
And-
you can trick Lance's Dragonites a lot.
I know.
Because they have agility, and the AI is very simplistic. If it has a move has a type advantage against you, the opponent, they will spam it. Agility
Right.
is a second type. So
Right.
bring out a little Zubat, or worse, a friggin' Gengar, and you can roll those Dragonites.
Yep.
Now, here's why Gyarados is a laughingstock. Water, flying.
It
One of
drops
the
like a
worst
friggin'
possible
rock.
type combinations ever.
Yeah, it drops like a friggin' rock. It's a oversized lightning rod.
Pretty much. I mean, you just
Yeah.
apply a lightning type move once to that thing from a strong enough electric type. Get some stab in there, get quad damage, quad multiplier damage in there. Dead.
Boom.
Now, Lapras.
Yeah. Anyways,
Time
back
to
on the
shine,
matter.
girl. Have fun.
Yeah, back on the matter of the Dragon types. When I first saw these guys, I didn't even know what to do with them until I hit them with Ice Beam and I was like, "That's their weakness? They're weak to ice?"
Yeah.
And I just straight out beat Lance with Articuno mostly.
Yeah, Kingdra in Gen 2 is Water Dragon, which actually annihilates virtually all of its weaknesses except for Dragon.
Right. And Palkia later on.
Making it, defensively speaking, the best Pokemon of Gen 2.
Indeed it is.
And then later on you get, in like Gen 3 or 4, you get Spirit, which is Ghost Dark and has literally 0 weaknesses.
Sableye came before Spiritomb.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Dragonair
Dragonair
number 2
evolves
died.
into Dragonites. Kinda makes its primary weakness worse and adds extra weaknesses. Aerodactyl, the fossil Pokemon.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Dragonair number 1 dead, Dragonair number 2 dead, and here comes Aerodactyl. AKA the Bane of AKA Ash's Bane.
Yes, well, that's
Are you gonna
subject to debate.
Are you gonna fight this guy?
I'm gonna fry this guy.
Right.
Put him back in his fossil.
Aerodactyls are a menace with attack, especially in the later gens.
Yeah, they're pretty strong and they're pretty quick for a rock type.
Mm-hmm.
Most rock types are like freaking molasses in January. And here's Dragonite.
Arguably the most powerful dragon of the whole bunch, and it's the most awesome.
Yes, even though it can look kind of tricky depending on the generation.
And the Pokédex, Raichu said it could take on a Dragonite, but let's see Pikachu take this guy down.
I am not one to take chances. Dragonite's capable of learning ground moves. You've been thunderstruck! Yeah!
Thunderstruck.
Crap. Oh, balls. Dragon types resistant to electric.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, Dragon types are pretty much resistant to any type.
Oh, I got something out of that.
But you paralyzed it! Nice!
Ah!
You missed!
In Generation 1 and 2, Hyper Beam is frightening.
Damn right! If it that gave me the faint of heart when that hit.
Uh-oh.
Ooh!
Oh.
This guy's playing hardball.
Lapras's primary type saves the day.
Indeed. But you, my friend, are iced.
That's all she wrote. League challenge over. Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, that's it. You defeated the Elite Four members, but it's not over. Cause you know what's coming next. Something that indeed puts your boots to quake. Your eyes feeling cold, your legs feeling rubber. Forgetting to breathe and blink and not blink anyway.
Yes, Gary's been a step ahead of you the whole way, getting his badges well before you, even to the point of walking into Silphco and challenging Giovanni for the Earth badge. That's why I think he's at Silphco, because he got his Earth badge there. And Giovanni was apparently so amused by his audacity that he gave him his gym battle.
Indeed.
Alright, and you better be ready because you're driven right to him. Yes, and his team, half his team is dependent on what his evolution is, or what his starter was in Red and Blue.
Yeah. I straight up beat him the first time and he was playing this game.
Most powerful trainer in the world.
Correction.
Versus champion.
This theme scared me so much.
Leading off with Sand Slash.
So much. That I was gonna make it or not. But I can definitely say this is pretty much the best theme in the game, period.
Alakazam!
Oh,
Relax.
man.
Your turn.
To think I was afraid of this guy the most back then.
Well, Alakazam does hit like a truck. The problem is, I mean, he's wicked fast and very powerful, but
not enough backbone.
This guy is made out of toilet paper.
You do. Why did you use recover?
Goodbye.
Yeah, and that's why you fail.
Executor. Okay,
Yeah.
Charizard, your turn.
Going back on the matter on what you said on the earlier videos. Yeah, not just Executor, but also Celebi.
Well, Celebi's a tough cookie. As a legendary, he's got some serious stats.
Right. Executor, not so much.
Yeah, Executor's got stats.
Crit slash.
And that's a death crit. Goodbye.
You slice that
Next.
coconut.
Oyster.
You sure slice that coconut.
All right.
Nuts.
You're up. Try not to die.
Yeah, because this guy's packing Ice Beam.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, Razor Leaf is the grass type Slash.
Yep.
Okay, up next, Ninetales. Blastoise, your turn.
It's run once again.
overkill for the lulz.
Yeah.
Blastoise has quite a bit of physical defense. It comes from being a freaking giant turtle. Oh! 85% accuracy, and it still hits.
The hydro pump back then looked a bit weird. I mean, I don't know what was it doing? Creating geysers from the ground? Because it looked like it was doing it.
Well, a hydro pump, at least when it's fired by Blastoise, is fired from its cannons.
Indeed.
And now, here we go. Starter versus starter.
Right. Just like old times, except this time the score is to be settled.
We beat Gary twice across our journey in the early stage. Gary was not amused.
And here's using the only other potential bug type move in the game.
This is one of the only 2 bug moves in this gen that's worth a crap. Pin
Right.
Missile hits 5 times for weak hits, but if used by Jolteon, very effective.
Dang, it must be powerful in the attack.
Beedrill knows Twin Needle, which hits twice and can poison. Arguably the better move, but Beedrill's part poison type. And while it is fast and strong, it is also very weak. And Alakazam is faster than it. Hypno has more defense than it.
Right.
Mewtwo is all around bad arse. And Mew, of course, can take just about anything any of the other Pokemon in this gen can throw at
And finishing blow! He done it, folks! We took him down at last.
Mind you, folks, this is not legit. It wasn't legit for the very beginning of this bloody run.
No, that can't be! You beat my best! After all the work to become the league champ! My reign is over already?
This is like that one dude in WWE a few years back who had the title for all of, like, a few minutes, and then someone with a Money in the Bank suitcase came in, cashed the suitcase, and pinned him after he got his butt kicked in a fight.
Ouch. It's not fair! Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it! Yeah, you made too many mistakes. Being a jerk.
The old man.
And here comes... Samuel.
Yes, this is about the point where many people speculate he was going to fight you in an exhibition match.
Him as the last boss? Damn.
With a very slow version of the old town theme.
I think it fits in this occasion.
Yes, you see, Ash gets it. Gary never did. Although this is an interesting thing I've mentioned before. Gary's only a jerkwad in the dub. In the original anime, from the very beginning, he actually was respectful of Ash.
Right. But blame the US for giving him a bad impression.
Well, they wanted to make him edgy.
Right. But we seriously had no idea about this. Anyways, here's the Hall of Fame! This will indeed become the staple for many Pokemon League gens to come.
Ah, sweet success.
Indeed.
I've beaten this game before anyone asks. I have nothing to prove to you by doing it as
Pikachu!
if on the actual cartridge itself. I'm doing this my way. I'm doing this the Boypins way. Let's play my way.
Blastoise!
He's coming in next for the final segment.
Indeed. Charizard! In this sprite, the sprite of Charizard looks like he's docile.
Yes, very calm and majestic.
Yeah. Venusaur!
He's got a rape face on.
Lapras. And finally, Snorlax.
The only thing he knows about this is that Ash is going to be able to afford a lot more food now.
Yeah. And you. Look at its rating. I have nothing left to say. You're the authority now. So that's 150 Pokemon seen, one 149 gotten. There's only one more left to go.
And that's Mewtwo himself. I am not catching a Raichu.
Of course not. After all, Pikachu is pretty much the start of the game. He can't even evolve. He will never.
Could if he so chose, but he has no intentions of doing so.
Right, and never in any of his up a career will even think of doing that.
I mean, in fact, in the later gens, when you fight against Ash's Red, he Super Chews carrying a freaking light ball.
Indeed.
That's just further proof is that he has no intention of evolving, because light ball doesn't work for Raichu.
Of course not. That's meant for the star.
Yes, the official mascot of the entire Pokemon series.
Yeah.
Love him or hate him, he's the face of the franchise.
Yeah. Honestly, I prefer Raichu anyways a bit more because it's got more edge and more power.
Yes, well, Pikachu prefers his speed. And
yeah.
Also, the 2 times that he was presented with a Thunderstone, he didn't want to evolve for the sake of being an equal to the Raichu that was his opponent at the time. He wanted to beat them as he was. A quick-witted adolescent.
Right. And in the Gen 5 anime, a Thunderstone almost fell on Pikachu, but Ash intercepted it.
Yes, as I recall, De-Evolution Spray is only in the card game.
Ugh. And they're not gonna bother making it canonized.
Probably not. That's the end of the main run. That's the end of the main run, folks.
Right.
Alright, now, if the game would kindly let me... There it goes.
Yeah, just give it time.
Well. That was
Poor
a hell of a
Zero.
run.
Poor Zero. He had to see that.
And we came home after the victory.
Yep. But where's Megachu?
Yeah, Super Chew's in front. What does he think of this? He is a very happy mouse.
I love you, man. I love you.
Alright, let's take a rest and then we'll fly to Cerulean City.
Wait, yeah, they didn't have the courtesy of healing your Pokemon. That's the one thing that bugged me the most. In Gen 1 and Gen 2, they didn't heal your Pokemon after coming out the champion.
Well, up next, the true final leg of Ashton's Pokemon journey. Capturing the uncapturable.
Mewtwo.